Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Brian Plays. And today we're going to play a classic beat-em-up game for the NES, which was a port of the arcade version. This is Double Dragon by Technos Japan. And Technos Japan was responsible for a lot of games you might know, such as Renegade. And this is actually like a spiritual predecessor. That was a spiritual predecessor of Double Dragon. But they also had Super Dodgeball and River City Ransom. So this game was ported, I believe, in July of 1988 to the NES. But it was an arcade from 1987. And there's your story right there. Your girlfriend Marian gets punched in the stomach and taken away. And it's your job to rescue. So, I guess I'll talk about the game as I'm playing. This game shows absolutely no mercy in certain spots. So I'm not the greatest at it. I'm going to do my best. I figured this video can go two different ways. I could die a lot, I get a game over and then start from scratch, or I can save it before the start of each level and try to complete each level without dying. And I think that's the route that I want to take. So when you start off, you can kick or punch. Now, that's different from the arcade game, in which you had all your moves from the beginning. This is kind of like a action RPG, if you think about it, because you see the number on the left, you build up experience points based on the attack. Once you get to 1,000, you get a new heart on the bottom. And each heart represents a different ability that you can get. Let me make this a little louder. Yeah, so that was absent from the arcade version. Punching gives more hit points, more experience points than the kick. But as you can see, punching isn't the strongest attack. See, I got a heart now, which means I could do a headbutt, which I don't advise doing, but there it is right there. You want to see something? Watch. Oh, wait. I know there was a little trick here. Every time I did it, it worked before. Well, I was going to send this to the sky. There you go. I don't know. I'm always fooling around looking for things. Now, of course, this game got a big downgrade in graphics because it had to all fit on the cartridge. And because of that, one of the biggest sacrifices made was that there was no cooperative two-player play. And a lot of other things suffered too. You can only have 2 enemies on the screen at once. And they had to be the same type of enemy as well. So you'll never see 2 different enemies on the screen. And you'll never see more than 2. And same thing goes with the weapons. You can never keep the weapon past the current group of enemies that you're fighting. And you can also do this too. Just another little trick. you get to this screen, you might want to move right away because you can get ambushed by these ropers, I believe they're called. They're also called, I've heard them called lopers and loksars too. Depends on the translation. Now I got another heart, which means I can do the drop kick. The first time I saw this game was on VHS. I had a game player's strategy guide. It was on VHS. I don't know how I got it, but it was in my house. So you can mix up your kicks and punches if you'd like. But in the game player's guide, the first game they discussed was Double Dragon. It was just a guy narrating, like I'm doing right now, telling you tips and tricks. But, I mean, the game was so cool back then. I must have been like 4 years old when I saw the video. And I used to watch these videos over and over. And it was fun. And these are the Williams. And of course this game has fantastic music. And there wasn't really any real beat 'em ups before this on the home console. What I want to do here is save the game, because I want to show you a trick, and if I don't get it right, I gotta start the game over, or you just won't be able to see it. Alright. That doesn't hurt, by the way. So those enemies are gone now, but where they were standing, if you go like this, it's as if they're there and they don't die. So right now, if you look at my experience on the bottom left, I am accumulating a bunch of points. So I'm going to max out my hearts. 4 hearts allows you to grab the enemy by the hair pull. And when you're in that position, you can knee the enemy in the head or and toss him over your shoulder. 5 hearts means you can knock an enemy down and stand over him and punch him while he's down. And it doesn't always work for every enemy, especially the bosses. 6 hearts is really your best move. It's like I guess it's like a dragon elbow, but you look away from your enemy, and when you get close and punch, you elbow. Yeah, I can move on now. I'll get to 7. So once you max out, here's the elbow, see? And the 7th heart is the final heart, so now I have all the attacks. I believe the 7th heart is a different type of roundhouse. It's like a flying roundhouse kick. You can let the enemy come down and hurt her. These are called Lindas. And the game has great graphics too. I know it's not as good as the arcade, but and you are Billy Lee. So I'm gonna use some attack on him right now. I could do the hair pull, knee him, and then I could toss him like that. Oh well. Exit stage right. Alright, so what I'm gonna do before these missions is I'm gonna create a save. And I'm gonna try to get through each level without dying. Because I want the video to be a decent time. I don't want it to be like 7 hours of me playing the same level. Now, if I was quick, I could have. If I was quick, I could have drop kicked him and he dropped the knife. But it is dangerous and risky. See, I could do the. I'll try it now. Oh, too late. See, the elbow kills the Williams, it kills the Loxars and the Lindas in one hit. See, you can do that. These guys are the Chintai. Now, they might have a different name, but I might be pronouncing it wrong, but I'm remembering the VHS tape. So I might call guys Loxars instead of Ropers, and Chintai instead of Taime, or whatever. Now, the whole point of this game is the plane that you're fighting on. You don't want to stay on the same plane for too long. You constantly want to shift up. And when you do the elbow, there's just different strategies with every move. You kind of want to pull away while you're doing the elbow. And especially for the Abobos. And here's the tricky part right here. Now, I'm playing on the Switch. So if you know the Switch controller, you'll be able to remember that it's not like the NES controller, where the A and B button are on the same, I guess the same line. These buttons are a little bit diagonal from each other, like the Super NES controller. So, it's going to take a little getting used to. But I know I'm not that good at this game, so that's not really an excuse for me. See, if you kick with the outside of your heel, you'll do the hair pull. If you're too close, you'll do the roundhouse kick. And all those things mean a lot. There's a huge difference. And you'll learn quickly towards the end how not using the right attack at the right time could really cost you. With the Abobos, you can do the elbow and you want to pull away as you're doing it to try to get out of range. I think it takes 16 drop kicks or 4 elbows. So you really want to master the elbow. If you miss the drop kick, you want to keep moving and get out of the way. See? There you go. Alright, I'm going to give it another save. This is an example of an area where you could be playing perfect and your game goes downhill. in 2 seconds. Alright. It could have been worse, I guess. Jumping is also tricky too, because when you move forward and jump, sometimes you just fall off the ledge. You'll drop off instead of actually jump. And that could be costly as well. It's also good to know where you are too, because if your health is running low, you have to know where you're gonna get your health filled up. And this is an example. This is a spot where you often die because you just fall off instead of jump. Alright. And you gotta be careful here too. Alright. And here's where they have the Incredible Hulk. Oh no, it's just an adobo. A bobo. Just try to stay out of the range. It's very hard to measure it out. And go in here. Alright, so, I guess every screen, I don't know. So far we're doing good. We don't need we don't really need to save or anything. You gotta be careful not to get knocked off. I think you have to kill 7 Lindas here to get that door to open. Because if you go to rush here, it will just keep on, it'll be locked. Alright, let's give it a save. So far so good. But this is the part, if you watched my video earlier, good luck. Alright. You gotta be careful, you can fall down. So if you get dragged down there, you might screw up. Now, I would advise not punching these guys. No, you gotta watch out, this guy has a knife. No good. That's what you didn't want to have. And that's what I meant earlier about knowing your moves. Because I was too far away, he did the hair pull instead of the roundhouse kick, so I could not get out of the way from the knife. Now you'll see in a Bobo, just ignore him. Now we got a little life left. We have some Loxars, but it's not a guarantee. You could throw him off the ledge if you're brave. He'll be nice and wait for you. But that guy won't be so nice. Alright, so we're getting near the Black Warrior Gang's hideout. So far we're having a good run, but I know where I have trouble at, and it's at the end. Oh. You can just skip the Williams here, unless they get in your way. It's the last time you'll have to worry about jumping in the game. And if you're not that good, you will mess up. You can pull the screen out if you want. You might get a Williams up here. Just take care of him. Whoa. I don't remember how many there are. That's okay. Looks like there's gonna be infinity guys coming out, which is annoying. Ugh. It's always a different part of the game that suddenly gives you trouble. Because I don't remember ever having problems here. See what happens? Whoa, what happened there? Take 3. This is like one of the easier parts of the game too. And now nobody comes out, so it's just a bunch of randomness. This one I would wait and then come back on it. Alright, now we're up to the last part of the game. You want to try to keep as much health as you can for Willy. So your elbow is the best bet. You can greet the Abobos with a double dose. No, you want to keep spacing them out. It's very important. Watch the knife. That guy just stared a knife right in the face. This part's pretty much a gauntlet. And now the Lindas. Good, I wanted to show you that move, and I'm glad I got it over with. Now, I guess I'll say... Next up is Willy. Oh no, it's the Lokestars again. Forgot about them. Now is Willy. You do not want to get shot with him. So, you don't want to line up with him ever. I don't remember him shooting like that. Alright, here we go. This is a tough part. You want to get in. You get shot, you're done. You want to keep doing that. See how hard it is? So this is what we're working with now, okay? We could have saved it over here. Now I know it's sacrilegious to save, but I just want to show you the game. Because I'll be getting game over here a million times. So as you see, it is going to be difficult. See, he always gets a shot off. So this is what we're going to be doing until we get him. And you can't get him to fall off either. Yeah, die, sucker. And now the big surprise of the game is that your brother Billy Lee is the leader of the Black Warrior gang. Alright, so we now have our shot. I see the Willy strategy. I wasn't doing much different. So it goes to show you how sensitive everything is, and what triggers his bullets, and what you have to do to win. Too bad he couldn't fall off the ledge there. Now Billy has all the attacks you have. Just gonna have to keep doing what I'm doing. If I could advise you on anything, it would be not to headbutt. And constantly move up and down. Just be thankful he doesn't have a gun. As soon as you jump, and if you miss, get out of there. If you start getting hit, you gotta get out. I think kicking from a far away point is the best bet. Now another key is to get here with more than one life left. Because when you die, you start with the Billy Lee fight. so he's not falling for that. You're better off just doing the kicks. And constantly pull away while kicking. See, like, that seems to work. As long as you stay patient, should be alright. And there you go, boys and girls. That's the ending. There's Marian. Look at the cat under the table. And that's the end of Double Dragon. So let's just check out the other modes. These are modes I didn't really care to play too much. This is kind of like the prototype of the original game, and then they scrapped it. That's why the sprites are a lot bigger. You can be a, once again, you can't have different characters face each other because of the NES limitations. But, this is one of the first beat-em-ups that sold really well. This was a very popular game. It helped that it had nice box art and it had a story. I mean, fighting and kung fu were big. You had the Karate Kid. And we already had the kung fu craze in the early to mid 70s, but kung fu was still pretty popular back then. We had a lot of action movies coming out. So this was a very popular game. And overall, what was difficult about the game was that you only had the 3 lives. So if you fell into a pit, that's a life. You know, the stalactites hurt you, that's another death. That had to hurt. But, I was pretty pleased at how I played. I really didn't need those saves until the very end when with the Williams and the elevators, I was falling around. And then Willie killed me a couple of times. So, you know, I would have had a game over, most likely. But, I beat the wall without getting hit in Mission 4. And I beat Billy Lee on my first go. Or, hold on a sec. I should say I beat Jimmy Lee, not Billy Lee. I'm Billy Lee. So yeah, that's all I really got to say about the game. It's a classic. We'll have a Bobo fight. If you have any trouble with the wall in Mission 4, you can always check my video that I posted earlier. It kind of explained the wall, and I tried to decipher some of the randomness of it. And in the future, I'll try Double Dragon 2 for NES. And also the arcade version as well. Yeah, if you're curious about the wall, yeah. And there you go. Ended it on a high note. Thanks for watching.